Hi guys, it's Trisha here from Smithscraftycreations.com. Just coming on to make, wrong stamp set. Start again. I'm coming on to make a card. Well, oh God, that's the wrong stamp set as well. What is going on? Right, take 3. This is the stamp set I'm using. What am I like? I'm just going to double stamp this moose image here. So I need to get a piece of Whisper White. Okay, now I've had a few practices of this and I can't quite get it straight, but that's down to me, it's not down to the stamps. So I'm using soft suede. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the moose image on like so. Double stamp it, brilliant. Give that a clean and then I'll move on to the infill stamp. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stamp it in crumb cake. Now, photopolymer, you could see where the image is going to stamp. Now, this is quite an intricate one, so just be patient. And I do hope I stamp it properly for you guys. Right, so I'm going to lift that up. Perfect. I'm going to grab my crumb cake because the soft suede's a bit too dark for my liking. For this image anyway. So just pop it on like so. Perfect! Absolutely love it. How fabulous is that? You know what? 3rd time lucky. I might be picking up the wrong stamps and talking a lot of rubbish today, but at least I've double stamped that properly. How awesome. Right. So let's take that off of there. Take that off of there and I'll show you a little close up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Lovely little moose. Right, so if we get the stamp back where it should be in here. This is a lovely, lovely set. Now the coordinating punch is here. And obviously that's not going to reach, so I need to trim that down. Silly sausage. Silly sausage. So, trimmer, where are you? Oh, here it is over here. So, just going to trim this down, keep that out of the way. Trim that down a bit more, there we go. So, you can see I've had a wee practice here. Let's punch this out. How handsome is this moose? Right, first time using this punch. Just want to make sure the border or the margin of border around the image is equal, and it is. Let me get a piece of scrap paper to cover up that mess there. And there is our punched stag or moose. Right, so piece of cardstock here. Isn't he beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Now this is going to go on a piece of Merry Merlot because it's a nice Christmassy colour. There's the stag there. I want to stamp some images of the Christmas trees. Okay, and for that I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. I don't want too bright a green colour. Now again, because it's a new stamp, I'm just going to rough it up a little bit. So, let's see how it stamps. Wow, I absolutely love it. So, let's see now. Just some simple stamping to show you exactly how lovely a set this is. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. Okay. I'm just going to stamp off for a second time. Second generation stamping. Okay, and whoops, wrong way round. I'm going to do the same with this little tree. Oh, I absolutely love this. I love getting new stamp sets. And I'm just going to do that there. And another one in the background, like so. And that gives you a kind of little scene. Now, I do want to continue that, so if I get the big tree again, I think that looks rather nice, if I do say so myself. And we're going to put the big one here overlapping, and one slightly in the background, like so. How awesome does that look? Isn't that beautiful? Right, let's get this cleaned up. And because I'm doing the stamp on, stamp off, it's like they're overlapping each other rather than being squished images sort of thing. Right, so you can see this wee guy would go in there. Now we do have another image. Well, there's a few actually. We've got little bells, little baubles. We've got a little scarf for the moose. And we've got this little beavery guy here. He's quite cute. So, let's see if I can fit him in somewhere. I'm not sure if I want him on the card yet. Let me just practice stamping with him. Oh, isn't he gorgeous? You know what? I think I will put him in. And I'm going to actually stamp him in soft suede. And the reason I'm doing that is because the moose or the stag there is stamped in soft suede and then coloured with crumb cake. And for this little guy, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I know he is a raccoon? But he's going to be a crumb cake coloured raccoon today. Now you could, if you wanted, you could actually stamp and cut him out, but I don't want to do that today. So, oh, nearly coloured the wrong one in there. So here's a dark crumb cake now. It's coming in for this little plank of wood. I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to him, like so. Lovely jubbly. Love it. So much fun. So much fun. Right, now, I know it's a mossy, Mary Merrill background, but I am going to stamp in the same coordinating colour. So, sentiment. I think, hang on, I've got this little stamp here, which is supposed to be like snow. So let me put some of that on. Crumb cake, let's see. I'm going to pop that down there. Just gives it a little bit more texture to the card. Like so. Perfect. So I'm building a winter scene as we speak. How fantastic. So happy with my purchases this annual way, this occasions catalogue. Right, now what I want to do is, what do I want to do? I think I need to layer up an area, or should I just stamp? I think I'll just stamp. Now we have an easy Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Happy holidays. Enjoy the stillness of the season. So, looking at the sizes of the stamps, I am going to choose Merry Christmas up here. And what does that say? Have an easy Christmas. No, don't want that, don't want that. You'll see here we have actually like snowfall stamps as well. I'm going to stamp Happiest of Holidays. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I think that will fit with my everyday label punch. So let me just see, and I'll give it a little bit extra more dimension. Yes, I think that'll fit. Let's try it anyway. Right, Mary Merlo, let's be having ya. I'm really struggling to open my inks these days because of my sore hands, but perseverance. Right, so let's pop that down there. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at the font, it's lovely. Let's see if this fits. And it just does by the skin of its teeth. That'll do me. That will do me. Now, just going to dip it in to the Mary Merlo, the little edges. Try not to get it all over my fingers. It just gives it a little fab. Gives it a little bit more dimension there. Right, so I'm going to apply my stamping layer onto my card now. This of course would look gorgeous with the coordinating ribbons etc. that is in the catalogue. Okay, so there we have it. Now I am going to put him there. Now I need some big dimensionals. Where are they? I just need to put some on his body to give him that dimension, and he will hold steadily enough in his 3D position. So now going to pop him there actually. Doesn't that look fantastic? Look at the wee beaver guy. I'm just going to call him a beaver because I think he looks like a beaver even though he isn't. Even though he is a raccoon. Right, and this is going to go here. You could put a sentiment along the bottom if you wanted. This size sentiment, however, needs the little mini dimensionals. I'm using my two good fingers. Well, my good finger and my thumb. Excuse me. So the boys are all away watching the local Thornton Hibs friendly tonight, in this wet and wonderful day, and I am just having a play with this. So, Happiest of Holidays. Now I want to add a little bit more texture to this. Now what you could do is, if you had a different colour background or whatever, you could use the snow stamp. But what I want to do is I want to use this little star, and I'm going to stamp it in Mango Melody because I think that's the brightest yellow that I have. So let me get my little block A. So pop that on there. Before I put the Mary Merlo away though, I am going to stamp a sentiment in the inside, and I am going to stamp It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I think it's just stunning. So in the inside, just line that up. That looks gorgeous. Clean this off, put it back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on the inside, and I'm going to stamp with the Mossy Meadow, and I am just going to apply a tree and another tree like that, and that is absolutely fine. So can get this ink away now. I'm going to add a little star to the top of the tree. Sorry about the mess of my desk. I'm just kind of harassed today and I've been a bit messy. All the housework was done earlier, but my desk is now looking like a bomb's hit it. So I want to test this first to see if it's going to be too much. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. There we go. I've added a little shining star to the top of that tree. Now there are other elements in this set. There is little pine cones, like I said, little Christmas baubles, etc. But that's all I'm using for this card and for the purpose of this tutorial today. So there is my Merry Moose card. So happy with that. I will add a little bit bling later on, but for now, there we go. Happiest of holidays. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Wow, Christmas in August. Oh my goodness. Thanks guys. See you later.